From the newsroom at news.com.au.
This is the latest from the newsroom. It's Monday, the 15th of March. Victoria and Western Australia have issued travel alerts in response to the new coronavirus case in New South Wales. Western Australia's Department of Health has now issued health advice for travellers who recently returned to Perth from New South Wales following the detection, including the need to quarantine if they visited specific venues. Meanwhile, Victoria's Department of Health and Human Services is contacting all arrivals to Victoria from Sydney since March 13, using data captured by the travel permit system. It comes as New South Wales lost its 55-day streak without any coronavirus cases after a Sydney hotel quarantine worker tested positive to COVID-19, prompting urgent contact tracing. In other news, Prime Minister Scott Morrison has agreed to personally meet the organisers of the Women's March for Justice, which is on today in Canberra. More than 75,000 women and men are expected to rally across Australia in protests that follow former Liberal staffer Brittany Higgins' revelation of an alleged rape at Parliament House and historical rape allegations against Attorney General Christian Porter. Organisers have told news.com.au that while the PM had declined an opportunity to attend the rally, he was now offering the women a meeting in his office after the rally. And speaking of the PM, the coalition has slumped to one of its worst electoral points since it was elected in 2019, as the government reels from the ongoing fallout of the Christian Porter and Brittany Higgins sexual assault allegations and concerns over the slow rollout of the COVID vaccine. In the latest news poll, Labor leader Anthony Albanese has secured an election-winning lead in the two-party preferred vote with a 52 to 48 result. However, on the head-to-head measure of who would make the better Prime Minister, Mr Morrison sits at 56%, while Mr Albanese gained 4 points against his rival to sit at 30%. Finishing with sport, and Manly coach Des Hasler is reportedly fighting to save his career after the Sea Eagles suffered an embarrassing 42-point loss in round one of the NRL Premiership. Reports suggest that Manly and Hasler are wrangling over a new contract, with talks stalling after Saturday afternoon's match at the SCG. The Sea Eagles were thumped by the Sydney Roosters 46-4 to get their 2021 season off to an horrific start. Hasler is currently in the final season of a 3-year contract with the club. And hey, if you want to uncover tips and tricks on how to live well, check out How to Be Happy, the podcast, where host Kate DeBrito talks to experts, celebrities and ordinary people about their secrets for a happy life. Listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify today. That's it for this episode of From the Newsroom. We'll be back with another episode in the Arvo.
Your update from news.com.au.